On Studio 865 today, we're glad to have Mr. Mack join us from Blount County, right?
Yeah, Blount County.
Tell me about Blount County. What's going on out there?
You know, that's pretty much the country.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's got its ups and downs. Pretty much, most thing going on around now is trying to get some money and survival.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a hobby, you better get into it. If you got something you're good at, you better get into it and do it, unless you go on to plan on working at Alcoa Aluminum Company.
I'm not planning on that.
Yeah, me either.
So, when did you start actually coming up with your own tunes and your own raps?
I've been writing my own raps pretty much, I guess, since high school. I always liked music, but I didn't start taking it serious and start getting into it as a business-wise until like around 98, you know what I'm saying? But I always wrote my own raps since 92, 91, back in them days.
And who did you listen to back then that sort of inspired you?
You know, of course, Tupac. But I say the people who made me just pick up the pen and start writing and want to make my own music, I had to go with people like 3 6 Mafia, Skinny Pimp, 8 Ball and MJG, people that's from right here from Tennessee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They all represent Memphis, but it's all Tennessee to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what inspired you to write about this East Tennessee?
I mean, this is where I'm from, and don't nobody really know what's going on here unless somebody gonna speak out and tell about it, you know what I'm saying? So DJ Doink put together the track, and I got in the studio, and I came up with the lyrics, and, you know, it just came together, and it worked out right, and I figured, why not talk about what's going on right here in East Tennessee? This is where I'm from, and people, I feel like if I'm gonna give my story, I gotta start out that way.
The first time I heard the 865, I was just driving and listened to the radio, and that came on, and you know, I thought, man, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then I started going, this is really familiar.
Yeah.
You know, I recognize Pelissippi. You know,
right.
Who is this guy?
Right.
Was that your first breakout hit? Or?
Yeah. It was the first song that, you know, really gave me a break. It hit the radio and it did real good. What's funny about it, it was about 1.5 years old before it hit the air, and it took off like I made it yesterday. You feel me? So it all worked out pretty good. It's a blessing from God, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we just happy that it's working out, and we're gonna keep rolling with it till the wheels fall off.
Well, I was walking down the street the other day, and a car came up next to me, and it had 865 and like a fancy logo written.
Yeah.
That had to be a fan.
Yeah, a fan or somebody that's just happy to represent the city just as I am, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is happy to be able to have something that they can call their own now. Atlanta been making moves in music, of course New York, California, and even Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Nashville with Young Buck and All-Star. But now East Tennessee coming up, and it's all about the 865, Knoxville, Blount County, Alcoa, you know, and that's what it's all about. So everybody, I believe, is just embracing it as something that's what we're going to represent.
Yeah. And do you ever do shows with some of the rappers in Nashville and Memphis, Atlanta?
Yeah. Me and Gotti and All-Star, we done did probably several shows together. Me and D. Cooley from Chattanooga, we done did several shows together. So it ain't a thing for us to get together sometimes or be booked in the same place,
right,
and we'll do some of the songs that we got together.
And then if you do songs like 865 when you're in other cities?
Yeah.
And what do people do when can they relate or?
Yeah, people can relate. For one, you know, music is about the beat and the hook. So once the beat and the hook get them, it's pretty much over. So, you know, they hear those 808s come in and they head nodding already, you know what I'm saying? And even when you hear the where you from, fool, you ain't got to say 865. You can say your own area code. If you from the 404 or if you from the 504, wherever you from, you can put your own area code in there. It'll fit. Yeah. Mr. Mack in the building. Ha. Studio 865. You know I had to come down and represent. Yeah. DJ Doink, what's the point? CJ Entertainment in the building. Yeah. You know. Ha. I'm from the city where the got braids, not fades, white tee, fresh crease, and some brand new J's, tattoos and a chain that'll blind you from the light. Big P slanging low, country boys do it right, and we don't use drugs, we just smoke a little weed. If you say I wasn't high, then you didn't see me. Run the streets all night, run the streets, drink yak out the bottle, crunk 7 days a week. Chrome beach, your reflection, spinning your direction. South side,
come harder than erection. Keep the hump in the back, plus the crack in the sack. Screens popping out the dash on pellets, sipping, speeding fast. Where the thugs bounce, thugs chopping down a rock solid. With they mono stacking up a pound, keep the Chevy jacked up. Yellow bones back it up, and if you ain't jamming, then you might as well pack it up. Where you from, fool? The 865 land of the candy painting where the skinny boys ride. Of the Cadillac and the Chevrolet Impala, stay down in the trap, stay down for the dollar. Where you from, fool? The 865, the city where the gangster boys talk with they nine. The place where the got plenty gold teeth, got our own country slang and stay ready in the streets. The home of the where the carrying they low, white ice like a slushy lady. His brain froze, hollow tips in the clip of the city where I'm from, stepping out like Big Gift. Of the city where I'm from, standing tall like a skyscraper. Keep a two-way pager, land of the pimps. That mean we pimping for the paper. Duels holler through my city, police roll through my city, robbers roll through my city, trying to take me out my city. In the fast lane, don't know how to take it slow. All we know is hustle, man. Got the cash flow, videos and shows, dog. Your picture on my phone call. Where the swing wide like a boss off the turf of the drug dealers, junkies and the cap pillars. Home of the volunteers and certified real. Double O's, deuces, Michael George, 24s. Roll through the hood streets like we roll around the globe. What? Where you from, fool? The 865. Candy painting where the skinny boys ride. Of the Cadillac and the Chevrolet Impala, stay down in the trap, stay down for the dollar. The 865, where the gangster dudes talk with they nine. The place where the got plenty gold teeth, got our own country slang and stay ready in the streets. Down here, they be breaking these tricks. Down here, they be pulling major leagues. Down here, we got hustlers that ball out of control. And we got North that stay on the patrol. We got getting naked photo, yeah. Top stay drop when we roll. They don't play if you shout. Nah, they don't talk, they walk the walk. Paint dripping, wetting up the block down here. Rims still spin when they stop down here. Diamonds stay pressed on the wood. You from out of town and stay out my hood. You mess around, you might get. We don't eyeball, we put it on the clock. We don't holler at them, we take that. Yeah, no time for being broke, get rich. Where you from, fool? The 865 land of the candy painting where the skinny boys ride. Cadillac and the Chevrolet Impala, stay down in the trap, stay down for the dollar. Where you from, fool? 865, where the gangster dudes talk with they nine. The place where the got plenty gold teeth, got our own country slang and stay ready in the streets. Yeah. Mr. Mack in the building. Ha. 865, stand up. Studio 865, what up? Boiler Room Entertainment. Southern Cooked Up Funk Productions. Yeah. Swift One Entertainment. CJ Entertainment. Let's kill 'em, baby. Yeah.
What do you start out with? You start out with the beats, or you start out with words when you're putting something together?
It just really depends. You know, me and Doink could be in the studio vibing, and he could be making a beat, and I might come up with some words right then. But, you know, I could be riding down the highway and think of something, you know, so I might jot it down right quick, and I'll holler at Doink later and be like, you know, I might got this for a hook, or I might got this for a verse, and he'll build around that. So kind of go both ways.
Yeah, and so I've heard you give him a shout out, and you've also talked about CJ Entertainment.
Yeah, big shout out to CJ Entertainment. That's the top promoter of the South around here. He's doing all the major shows around here. He has something to do with the Lil Wayne show that just came through or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He got a big birthday bash coming up Friday at Club 106. So, you know, that's my main man, that's my promoter. You know, then we got Swift One Entertainment who's putting it down also. So them the main people that's part of my team that's helping Mr. Mack stay strong and roll through the game.
All right, great. And every time I turn on the radio, it seems like you got a new hit, and it seems like the songs really stand out too. You know,
yeah.
You just happen to be from here. When I hear them, those are some of the best ones on there.
Yeah, well, I try and be different, and I try and do the opposite of what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
But stay with the times. You know what I'm saying? Stay with what's going on, but make it different than what everybody else is doing.
We in the middle of the club, throwing up money, making Ben Franks rain down on you dummies. Shawty like the swag, but her man mean muggy. What tell him be cool before I break him off something? Shawty look at my swag. Shawty look at my swag. Yeah. Shawty look at my swag. Okay. Coming out hard like Ball and G. And if you speak on Tennessee, you're talking about me. Now this is it. Ain't nothing coming after me. You better get your broad, cause she after me. But people keep asking, Mack still in the trap? I'm like, yeah, every time I spit, I give a crack. I'm deep in the streets, cooler than a fan. I'm getting money. I'm the man. Cadillac Mackin', cleaner than a whistle. Charm all colors, like a bag of Skittles. I'm some swagadocious, call it Macadocious. Never lose my focus, blowing hocus pocus. Of the club, throwing up money, making Ben Franks rain down on you dummies. Shawty like the swag, but her man mean muggy. We'll tell him be cool before I break him off something. Shawty look at my swag. Well, shawty look at my swag. Well, shawty look at my swag. Shawty look at my swag. Like the world spinning round. I'm higher than my price, and I ain't coming down. Going coast to coast, call it cross country. Yeah, I got work, but no, I'm not frontin'. Dope boy jeans, dope boy jewels. Swag so mean, girls gon' choose. Ballin' through the town, everybody know me. I'm in the big league, that's where the pros be. And if you think you're better, you gon' have to show me. I got some guns, you don't wanna run up on me. I'm immaculate, so stunnerific. Call me prime time, I'm universal with it. Of the club, throwing up money, making Ben Franks rain down on you dummies. Shawty like the swag, but her man mean muggy. We'll tell him be cool before I break him off something. I like your swag, shawty look at my swag. Yeah, well shawty look at my swag. Oh, well shawty look at my swag. Yeah. I'm feeling like money, wrapped around me tighter than a mummy. Man, watch me do my do. Come snowing, cause I'm coming through. I'm on the crib tonight, I'm getting lit tonight. But shawty tell me, is you coming to my crib tonight? Then to dig the asphalt, hey, tighter than a bank vault. And my rims big, call them deep dish. Yeah, blow your girl a kiss, wow, thunderstorm. When I'm in the club, I'm like Usher getting love when I'm in the club. Of the club, throwing up money, making Ben Franks rain down on you dummies. Shawty like the swag, but her man mean muggy. We'll tell him be cool before I break him off something. Yeah, but shawty look at my swag. Okay, but shawty look at my swag. Yeah, but shawty look at my swag. Yeah, look at my swag.
Look at my swag. I mean, you know, when you fresh as I am, icy and, you know, just cool all the time or whatever, it's about, that's your swag, you know, like Austin Powers, the mojo thing. I got a swag, you feel me? That's what that's about. The ladies love my swag.
I bet that one goes over good in the clubs.
Oh, yeah. In the middle of the club throwing up money, you know, I got homeboys going to the club and they'll empty their pockets throwing out that money. And it don't matter because they got plenty more at home. So they love it in the club. The ladies like it. So that's just what we do.
Yeah. And how often do you actually work on things? I mean, are you always working on something, or do you take a lot of time off?
I got so much going on that it just whenever the vibe hits me. Like right now, I'm in a promotional mood.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in the streets. I'm pushing my CDs. I haven't been making no music. I guess probably about the past month and a half. I ain't really recorded nothing. But Doink is steadily in the studio putting together beats. So whenever Mack decides to catch that mood, I jump in there and go through the beats, and you know I'll get it in. But right now it varies because I'm doing so much. I'm busy at all times.
Yeah.
But it just varies when I be in the studio or not.
And you got a MySpace page, right?
Right, myspace.com/MrMackBR. You can find out everything that's going on with me right there.
And how often do you put new things up on there?
I try and put new stuff up every week, you know what I'm saying? They only hold so many songs, but I try and at least keep up new pictures, new video footage, and different stuff like that. So, you know, every week I'm trying to update.
Yeah. And My Thing.
My Thing.
Is that about somebody in particular, or is that about a lot of somebodies? Or?
Hey, you know, take it how you want it. You can take it how he said it. You can put it with each one. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I won't comment too much on that one. Anybody who want to be my thing, holler at me.
Yup. See little mama over there? Yup. Right, man.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta get that number.
Okay.
Man. Gotta take her home with me.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta make up my thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Tell me about it, Sam. Yup. You know. Can I get your number? Yeah.
Girl, you fine as hell, I know you hear it all the time. But I ain't like them other dudes just spitting lines. Imagine me and you riding under city lights. Let you in my world, show you what it's really like. And we can conversate, tell you what it's really about. I'm thinking, damn, look at the minds and that pretty mouth. They say the best things in life are free. If that's the case, then little mama, you can come with me. Paint a picture real vivid, make it clear for you. I know you independent, but I still steer for you. I never turn my back, I'm gonna be here for you. But don't try and play me, I will shed a tear for you. Hop in the North Star, roll to the player pad. And in the morning, tell the friends about your night you had. This is real talk, ain't nothing about a game. Come on, baby, tell me if you're gonna be my thing. Yeah. No. You know, Mr. Mack. Okay. Yeah. Them apple bottom jeans fitting real good, shawty. Let me take them off and hit it real good, shawty. I let her whip the leg, smoking on some purple stuff. She like my jelly sitting on some peanut butter guts. You're not a dime piece, you're more like the whole dollar. All the way ready, every player wanna holler. Shaped like a Coke bottle. Entire race will pick you for the next model. You say you want a dub, that's the only real love. And when I leave, I'm the one that you're thinking of. Don't compare me, I ain't nothing like the rest. And when I give it to you, you gon' call me the best. I only do it one way, and that's hood, baby. A bad boy, but you make me feel good, baby. So sexy, you so beautiful. This is real ball, I'm really digging you. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Mr. Mack in the building. Yeah. Studio 865. Ha. We live in the building. Okay. From your head to your toe, you got it going on. I answer quick every time you call a cell phone. Take you out to eat, open up doors for you. I'm the one that can open up doors for you. It's all good, but for me you be way better. You look good, but with me you look way better. What's up, girl? I can make your whole world change. Come on, baby, tell me if you're gonna be my thing. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. And all the independent ladies out there. Yeah, let me get your hands in the air. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay. Come on, baby. Let me take you home. Yeah. Okay.
Do you find out you're getting a lot more recognition these days when you're going around town or going around places?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it just seemed like it's all kind of new to me at the same time, but it's like I feel like I'm still the same person, but then I get out in public and, you know, I might go to my son's ball game and I can't enjoy the ball game because I'm having to sign autographs, and I enjoy signing autographs or whatever, but it's kind of different to me, and it's weird, but I'm getting used to it. I'm having a lot of fun, and I love my fans. Anybody that wants an autograph, holler at me. Come to me. Don't be afraid to holler at me. I'm just like anybody in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a little different, but it's cool. It's love, you know what I mean? You got your haters too, but you ain't nothing without them anyway.
Yeah, I probably got a few.
Yeah, you on TV, so I know you got more than a few.
Yeah. Probably had some before TV.
Yeah.
A song you're not doing today is, but is really good. Is "He's So Fly"?
He's so fly, yeah.
Tell me about that one. Where did that
He's so
come
fly.
from?
That just, you know, once again, Doink put the beat down and gave me a feel, and it was like, I need to bring my kids in on this. So my son was in another room, brought him in, wrote him a hook, grabbed my nephew and niece, threw them in on it, and just got the writing. And that's kind of like, almost like the swag song. So fly and swag kind of means the same thing, but so fly came first or whatever. So look at my swag, kind of almost like a part 2 to that song. Yeah. See, it's got the ladies on it, but the so fly, it was just a joint. I felt like bringing my kids in and let's go with it. Something different.
How did they like doing it? And did they have to do several takes, or did they nail it right off the bat? Or
well, you know, my son at the time, he was 8 years old when we recorded that song. So I did it like how you would do an 8-year-old. I wrote the chorus out real big. And then the other one was 6. My nephew was 6. He could read. The niece couldn't read. So we had to repeat it to her a couple times, but she picked it up in probably about 5 or 10 minutes. It probably took them all together probably about 20, 30 minutes. Didn't take them long at all. They got it in them naturally. So yeah, they knocked it out. Now, they performed with me. They performed the song with me at the Lil Wayne concert last week.
How'd that go?
It went real good. The people love seeing the kids come out, so it was real nice. Yeah.
And how did they feel after the show? I mean, did they get the bug or?
Yeah. They pretty much was like, I guess like mini Macks. That's what Joey Tack was calling them. Yeah, mini Macks. So, you know, I think they even took a trip through the Coliseum afterwards, and a lot of people was telling them how good they did or whatever. So they liked it. They enjoyed it. And it looked like they've been doing it forever. Yeah.
Now they're going to do a solo project.
Oh, right now they got to worry about school. Yeah. So, you know, I've been thinking about it, but it ain't nothing I'm going to force on them. If it's something that they say, Daddy or Uncle Mack, I want to do that, then, you know, we're going to make it happen. Other than that, we're going to worry about school and stuff like being a kid first.
Right.
Let them worry about being a kid. I got to live my life as a kid, and I want my child to live his life as a kid too. You know, I don't want them to have to go through any stress or unnecessary stuff that they don't have to go through.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, what do you got lined up for the future? After you do all the promo, what are you going to be doing down the road?
Pretty much it's all about recording and promo. You know, I got a party coming up May 23rd, a Coke bottle shaped party. I'll be performing my thing live there at Club 106. We'll be on the road all summer. We're pretty much trying to hit Atlanta, all throughout Tennessee, Alabama, Florida. So it's just pretty much just promo and recording when we get time. That's all it's time for. And, you know, coming to places like Studio 865 and hanging out and doing interviews.
You're always welcome here.
Yeah, I like it here.
Now, where do you do your recording? Do you do it always in the same place, or do you go to other places? Do you do it on a computer? How does it all work?
Pretty much we run everything through, we run Nuendo, which is on a computer, but we run a lot of hands-on equipment. Even though we run a computer, we run control services with mixing boards and everything, and we record out the house. You know what I'm saying? We just got a lot of professional equipment and said we're going to do this ourselves. Now, if I'm out of town, I'll go to somebody else's studio if I got the vibe to record, but for the most part, when I'm here in Knoxville, I'm in the Boiler Room studio, which is my studio. Anybody want studio time, holler at me on MySpace. I got it all day.
To me, it sounds as good as anything on the radio.
Yeah, and Universal was happy with it. They was like, you don't have to go to another studio, and that made us feel good. It's like, okay, all the hard work's paying off. We spend our money in the right places. Yeah. And then, you know, we got a good mastering man, Saver from Sound Current Mastering, does all the mastering for us. So whatever I miss, he'll go back and soup it up and make it sound that much better.
Right.
Yeah.
And You went to Maryville High School, right?
Nah. I went to Alcoa and Heritage High School.
Okay.
Yeah, I went half and half. You know, yeah, I didn't go to Maryville.
Sorry, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
We can edit that out if we need to. And you played football there, right?
Yeah, I played football at both schools. Yeah, played running back, little receiver, punt return, kick return. I kind of bounced around everywhere. Yeah.
And coming up in next year, you ever think about the year ahead? Like, you going to write stuff about other places or?
Oh, of course. I mean, you know, my music is my life. Where I go, that's what I talk about. What I do, that's what I talk about, and things that I've done. So, you know, I got some songs out where I talk about being in Miami or doing shows that we've did in St. Louis, because we done did a lot of traveling, you know what I'm saying? So I got other songs that'll be coming out in the future that if you can't relate to the 865, you'll be able to relate to it, because I have been in your city and we'll be able to talk about it.
And 865 was also on the Knoxville News Sentinel compilation.
Yeah, the Knoxville News Sentinel compilation. I think it was number 2 on that. Yeah, you hollered at me about that, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, and you know, I was privileged. I felt good about doing that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that the 865 asked me to do, I'm coming to do it. You know what I'm saying? So anything that's got to do with that and being positive and going forward, I'm coming to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I got one last favor to ask. You think you can get us a poster, a Mr. Mack poster for a wall here?
Oh, yeah, I seen that when I first came in, and I was like, that's all this is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on these hard bricks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Mr. Mack, for coming down to the studio today. And
thanks for having me.
We can't wait to hear what you come up with next.
Cool.
We'll always dig on what you've already done.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Mack here in Studio 865.
And that's how we do in Studio 865. Boiler Room Entertainment, CJ Entertainment, Swift One Entertainment, Southern Cooked Up Funk Productions. You know.